मेरे को इतना पता है कि मेगा सर्वर किधर है यूरोप का, जर्मनी में डेटा सेंटर में। वर्ल्ड ऑफ वारक्राफ्ट इसमें, ये गेम में तो मल्टीपल कैरेक्टर्स बना सकता है, ठीक है। मेरे को 5 मिनट लगेंगे, ठीक है, कर प्रपोज। हाँ तो सेल कर जाते हैं। आता हूँ भाई, मेरे को एक quest complete।
Forgive me, Outlander, but I have enough to deal with. I'm just a simple tribunal priest, and the trouble at the ancestral tomb was too much for even our buoyant armiger to deal with. I have failed Lord Vivek, and left a colleague alone at the tomb.
क्या outfit डाली?
Lord Vivek sent the three of us to seek guidance at the Andrano ancestral tomb. We were attacked when we got there, and our guard was seriously hurt. I barely got her to safety, but we failed to complete the mission Lord Vivek bestowed upon us. Canon Levoul. He remained behind after we retreated from the tomb. I know he wants to get back inside and ask Lord Vivek's questions, but there's no way he can get past the Daedra, or ask the questions on his own. May the three grant him wisdom.
Tizer, what's wrong? Someone help!
By the three! First a wounded armiger, now this!
By dawn and dusk, evil creeps through the shadows of my beloved Vardenfell. But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
अच्छा।
Those words,
Lol.
what do they mean?
What happened?
Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle!
Huh? What the hell?
Lord Vivek, protect me! That was Azura, the queen of the night sky. And you, she spoke directly to you, Outlander. I'm surprised the Daedric Prince would risk Lord Vivek's wrath to proclaim a prophecy. But she did say you were here to aid us. The Daedric Prince Azura possessed that woman and spoke through her. I've heard of such occurrences, of course, but to witness such an event... She said evil creeps through the land. I wonder if it has anything to do with what we saw at the tomb. We sought guidance in a matter that concerns Lord Vivek. I received specific questions to ask while Levoul concentrated on summoning his ancestor. The Daedra ruined those plans when they fell upon Urnsey, and we were forced to flee. Vile creatures from oblivion! You hear about an odd ghost or a nest of vampires, but never Daedra.
Quest कर रहा है?
Please, if they're still there, they'll rip Canon Levoul apart. He's definitely not a warrior. Just look at what they did to the Buoyant Armiger. The Buoyant Armigers comprise one of the military orders of the Tribunal Temple. They seek to emulate Lord Vivek's deeds through actions and words. Poor Urnsey. Those monsters went straight for her. Her blood flowed like lava from Red Mountain. Where are you from? Children learn of Red Mountain before they even taste Flynn. The mountain sits at the center of Vardenfell, periodically rumbling like a sleeping Nyx shaking its leg. Lately, however, it seems to be waking from its long slumber. Azura is the cruel but wise Daedric Prince of Dawn and Dusk. She's one of the good Daedra, for what that's worth. But for her to speak through an innocent means something terrible is about to happen. Why else would she dare Lord Vivek's wrath? What do they teach you where you come from? Lord Vivek's a living god! Azura is merely the anticipation of Sophasil. Vivek stands as the present and the future, while Azura clearly represents Vardenfell's past. So no, they don't get along.
किधर
You
है
don't
बटू?
know Lord Vivek, one of the living gods of the Dunmer Tribunal. You must be new to our land, Outlander. But there's no time. Canon Levoul remain behind. He needs help if he's going to get inside the tomb and ask Vivek's questions. Yes, one of the god monarchs of Morrowind. He's
किधर
the
है?
warrior poet who lives in a
Warden था?
grand palace in Vivek City. Lord Vivek
invite
sent us
करता
on
हूँ
this
group
holy
में,
mission
accept कर लो।
to request information from Canon Levoul's ancestor. It breaks my heart that I have failed him.
करना वही है।
You are kind to check up on Hallingier, but this one is fine. Again, thank you. What? How could she? Why would she do that? Hallingier is no threat to anyone. Skooma? No, no, no. Hallingier does not make skooma. My sister and cousin were both addicts. This one would never make such a thing. I only grow moon sugar, Walker. For personal use, you see. You would not ruin a life over such a thing, would you? Hey, Hallingier has huge appetites. A little sugar in the morning to start the day, a little in the evening to soothe the soul. Moon sugar is a beautiful thing, my friend. The Riddlethar's gift to all Khajiit. Is the pursuit of pleasure really so bad? Hallingier is glad you agree. This one just needs to gather his belongings, then he will be on his way.
देख अभी मेरे हाथ में देख क्या है।
Think twice before you cross me.
कोई क्वेस्ट है शेयर करने के लिए? कल वाली है क्या जो इससे बात करनी थी? अच्छा ठीक है, इधर आ जा मेरे साथ, मैं जिधर जा रहा हूँ आ जा। मैं क्वेस्ट लेने जा रहा हूँ।
Not now, citizen. I'm up to my
मेन
armpits in
स्टोरी
problems
क्वेस्ट ले
today.
रहा है क्या?
Harlangier? I thought him a clueless sugar
किससे बात
sop.
कर रहा?
If he's
Captain
managed
से।
to grow moon sugar here in Vardenfell, he's more cunning than he seems. Make no mistake, we'll find him. The tribunal thanks you for your help, Outlander. Take this as your reward.
क्योंकि तेरी इन्वेंटरी फुल है। चल चल मेरे को फॉलो कर, वो छोड़ अभी, तो मेरे को फॉलो कर। किसी से बात नहीं करना, सीधा मेरे साथ चल। नहीं रुक। क्या भाई? स्किन जरूरत नहीं है कि महंगे हो, मतलब अगर लक है और तुम लोग रेगुलरली खेलते हो गेम तो ले सकते हैं ऐसे। देख मेरे पास एक माउंट है, जा चिल मार। गोल्ड, हाँ
Come, do your trading here.
ये बंदा है ना इधर मेरे बाजू में, कारपेंटर लिखा रहेगा उसके नाम के नीचे, बात कर उससे।
My workshop is your workshop. Just don't break anything and make sure you put everything back when you're finished.
Come, do your trading here.
कहीं जाने की जरूरत नहीं, किधर गया? किधर भाई? अच्छा बोल के तो जाता।
So much to do.
उधर के वेस्टर्न से इधर टेलीपोर्ट कर सकता। चल उधर से ही चलते हैं, क्वेस्ट तो उधर ही। मैं एक शेयर कर रहा हूँ तेरे साथ, तू एक्सेप्ट कर। तू ब्रेकिंग थ्रू द फॉग करके क्वेस्ट है क्या तेरे पास? अच्छा रुक 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 रुक, खड़े रह। अरे तू एक सेकंड पहले रुक, फर्क नहीं। क्या 52? तुमने सेल क्या किया? कुछ भी सेल नहीं किया भाई तुमने। मैं तेरे को बोल रहा था थोड़े वीडियोस देख ले, समझ जाएगा फिर क्या करना है, क्या सब फायदे वाला है, क्या वेस्ट है।
clueless sugar sop. If he's managed to grow moon sugar here in Vardenfell, he's more cunning than he seems. Make no mistake, we'll find him. The tribunal thanks you for your help, Outlander. Take this as your reward. Did you need something else? A skooma baron you'd like to report, perhaps? No? Then move along. For Lura, that skooma fiend can barely put her trousers on straight, let alone conduct an investigation like this. You must be mistaken. Difficult to say. If I had my way, she'd be hanging from the nearest tree. I'll pass it on to my contacts in the Oath Bureau. I will be honest, though, her chances are very slim.
अबे जल्दी कर भाई। डेली रिवॉर्ड नहीं होता। ड्यूल करेगा जैसन, ये देख रहा है अभी मेरे को, देख तू, वो है ना मेरे पीछे, ठीक है, ये एक मेरा मेन वेपन है। अभी मैंने कंसोल बटन दबाया तो स्वॉर्ड एंड शील्ड, हाँ तो तेरा भी अनलॉक होगा ये 10 लेवल बाद।
Who are you looking at?
तो अगर कोई अच्छा मतलब सेकंड चॉइस वेपन दिखे तो रखना उसे, बाकी सब सेल कर दो। आर्मर जो भी अच्छा लगे वेयर कर ले। और आई थिंक तू ड्रैगन नाइट है ना, हैवी आर्मर पहन ज्यादा। और इधर आ, मैं तेरे को चीज देता हूँ। एक्सेप्ट कर। आर दबा। हाँ 20 दिए मैंने तेरे। चल क्वेस्ट करते हैं। तेरे पास है क्या एक क्वेस्ट? ब्रेकिंग थ्रू द, चेक कर, ब्रेकिंग थ्रू द फॉर्म। चल मेरे को फॉलो कर। ये औरत से बात कर, इधर जो खड़ी है। नहीं है क्या? मेरे सामने ही खड़ी है। नहीं, इधर कार्ट के आगे होगा भाई। तूने वो खत्म किया वो पहला अलर्ट क्वेस्ट? अभी जो कैप्टन से बात करता वो खत्म किया, तो ये दिखना चाहिए ना। चल ये कर, ये है तेरे पास डिवाइन कनंड्रम करके। ये कैनन वलासा से बात कर। एंड्रोनो एंसेस्ट्रल टूम, रुक जा मिल ले। Fuck. रुक जा। आजा इधर। किधर जा रहा है भाई? गलत रास्ते जा रहा है। सही है, वो डिस्कवर नहीं कर सकते, वो घर है, खरीदेगा तो ही डिस्कवर होगा, ऐसा है। कुछ कुछ तो महंगे होते हैं भाई। मैं बताऊं सबसे कॉस्टली आई थिंक 2 मिलियन गोल्ड करके एक घर है। कितना पैसा है तेरे पास?
I can't let Lord Vivek down. Those monsters, it's too dangerous. What am I going to do?
इससे क्या, इतना कम क्यों है तेरे पास? चल ठीक है, तू क्वेस्ट करते रहे।
Did Canon Valasa send you?
और
Oh, she did, didn't she?
मेरे पे डिपेंडेंट
That means
मत
she
रह, मैं
made it
नहीं
to Saint
खेलूंगा
Denis.
ज़्यादा।
Vivek be praised. Will
Solo
you help
friendly
me
about
complete
it.
my mission? It would be sacrilege if I don't enter my family's tomb and make Lord Vivek's inquiries. As the saints declare, the tribunal always provides. We'll need to be cautious, however. Daedra invaded the tomb. Makes it hard to talk to one's ancestors while monsters try to eat you. I'll also need your help when we reach the summoning chamber. Take this scroll with Lord Vivek's inquiries, while I summon forth my ancestor spirit and concentrate on maintaining the connection. You must ask the questions. He insists we use the exact phrasing. We can go inside when you're ready. I've already lost precious time due to the buoyant armiger's wounds, but I suppose a few more moments won't make the volcano erupt or the moonlit fall from the sky or anything. What else can I tell you, my friend? I'm not quite sure, and it wasn't my place to ask. When your living God gives you a task, you say, "Yes, my lord." The questions seem to involve the time before the tribunal, which I assume is why we must ask them of my long-dead ancestor. A few of my contemporaries can boast of a luminary such as Farina Andrino occupying a prime branch upon their family tree. Lady Farina studied at the feet of Sotha Seal,
like एक choice है, या तो इसको अभी क्वेश्चन पूछ या तो अभी रेडी हो जा, इसके बाद तू मतलब वापस नहीं जा सकता वो choice पे।
Vivek and Almalexia, they are the tribunal, the living gods of the Dunmer.
लेवल लो कुछ है ही नहीं भाई इस गेम में, जैसे भी तेरे को क्वेस्ट मिलेगा तेरे लेवल के अकॉर्डिंग ही होगा।
If you want to know more, we can talk after we've finished.
बात कर लिया तो
Well,
अंदर आ
I
जा,
can
I'm
tell
ready
you
बोल
why
के
they
अंदर आ
weren't here
जा.
the last time I paid my respects. Canon Valasar thinks they're some kind of Daedra, determined to keep us from fulfilling Lord Vivek's will. Until you showed up, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. Before we go in there and face those monsters, I want you to know how much I appreciate your aid in this matter. Just don't lose the scroll that contains Lord Vivek's questions. Now come, let's call forth my ancestor. I'll open the tomb door. Follow me, but keep an eye out for those Daedra.
तेरा पीसी अच्छा नहीं है क्या?
Careful. The creatures attacked as soon as we entered the Hall of Remembrance.
नहीं decent है क्या भाई? 1050 Ti है ऐसा है क्या? अभी तो फिर क्या भाई? पूछ रहा है सही नहीं है क्या? मैं 1050 Ti में मैक्सिमम सेटिंग्स पे 100 फ्रेम्स चला रहा हूँ. यहाँ तो तेरा CPU का कुछ होगा. क्या है CPU तेरा? CPU. अबे i5 है, i3 है, i7 है, वो बता. हाँ मेरे पास भी सेम ही है. मेरे साथ है और मेरे पास एक स्किल है, ये कर. वो मैं हो गया क्या लेवल अप? no. इधर क्या भाई? तेरा पिंग क्या आ रहा है बता मेरे.
We're nearly there. Then we can summon my ancestor. The summoning chamber. I'll call forth my ancestor, then you can ask Vivek's questions.
Hasn't my rest been disturbed enough by those filthy Daedra? Why do you summon me, descendant?
My Lord Vivek has
main
inquiries
character
that
का नहीं
only
दिखा।
you can answer, my lady.
इससे भी
My
जबरदस्त।
companion will present them with your permission.
The warrior poet? Very well. Ask Vivek's questions. Ask
Should I
the
be
warrior
filled with
poet's
apprehension?
questions, Outlander. Ah, Lord Vivek always had a way with words. Tell him to rest assured. The heart remains safe. I wonder why that concerns him. Ask the remaining questions as my time here is short. An enemy of old, yes, but not the one that Vivek presumes. Sotha Seal imagined multiple scenarios and contemplated endless solutions. He even experimented with his divinity, drawing energy to study before returning it. Loss will come, he foresaw, but not until the collapse of the temple.
बात कर ली उससे।
Now, back to sleep.
I hope that's what Lord Vivek needed. Let's talk outside.
इधर इधर डोरवे में डोरवे। नहीं नहीं ऐसे जगह पे नहीं होगा, डंजन थोड़ा ना है। क्या उठाया तूने उसके अंदर से?
Such work is below my station.
जी भाई बकवास है, वो कचरा है, डिस्ट्रॉय कर उसे। वो हाँ जो भी डाउट है इस गेम के बारे में मेरे को पूछना है।
I stepped on more than a few heads to get this job.
क्यों?
Did we hear that?
हाँ ठीक है। क्या? तो फिर कैसे? अच्छा वो तेरा जीपीयू सपोर्ट करता है उसमें। अच्छा 100 का लॉक है इस पे। सौ के आगे की जरूरत ही नहीं है भाई। और तेरे वो ग्राफिक्स क्वालिटी मेरे को बता क्या है? कस्टम पे है, लो है, मीडियम, हाई? हाँ क्या टेक्सचर क्वालिटी क्या है? हाँ ठीक है, मेरा भी हाई है। सब सैम्पलिंग क्वालिटी
Has anyone fed that thing lately?
अल्ट्रा हाई नहीं है। 3000 रुपए का कुछ भी, 3000 रुपए का सही है भाई। यस फाइनली किसने मेरा आइटम्स खरीदी। अरे गलत बंदे पे मैंने एक्सेप्ट किया। मेरे पास 22 की है भाई। चल और कुछ करते था ना। क्या क्या वो है? तेरा माउस पे वो है क्या साइड बटन्स? M4 M5 है। हाँ ठीक है तो
Has anyone fed that thing
HP
lately?
को क्या हुआ? बे ये है किधर? अंदर है क्या? निकल भाई बाहर। बाहर आ जा। कुछ और क्वेश्चन है? तो मैं जा रहा हूँ। Money is everything. मेरे पास ये गेम आई थिंक 2 years होने को आ रहा है। जब स्टीम बनाया था तब से है। और मैंने फर्स्ट ईयर में ही ज़्यादा खेला। सेकंड ईयर में CS को रिप। तेरी मर्जी। तेरा लेवल भी 5 है और क्या है मतलब ग्रीन क्वालिटी है क्या है वाइट और वैल्यू क्या है गोल्ड में वैसे ही फालतू चीजें उठाए क्या क्या वो होंगे ही भाई ऑनलाइन गेम है तू मार देगा तो दूसरे भी तो आके मारेंगे ना तो उनके लिए रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं चल मैं जा रहा हूँ और कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो पूछ ले क्वेश्चन मार्क कर दिख रहा है वो दरवाजे पे जाके ई दवा बाय
Thank you for helping me complete my task. Now, I need to return to Vivek City. Have you been there? It's amazing. Ziggurats rising out of the water, the moonlit hanging in the sky above. You should meet me there so I can introduce you to Lord Vivek. Just between us, I understood neither the questions asked nor the answers received. Not that I expected to. Some things aren't meant for mortal minds. That's another reason for you to come to Vivek City, to help me explain what my ancestors said. Excellent. I just need to make a quick stop in Saint-Denis to check on my original traveling companions. When you get to Vivek City, head right to the palace and I'll meet you there. I know that Lord Vivek will want to reward you for assisting me. I'll be along shortly. When you get to Vivek City, head directly for Lord Vivek's palace. Once there, I'll make introductions and we can tell the warrior poet everything we've learned. Of course. As I said, the tribunal consists of our 3 living gods, Vivek, Almalexia, and Sothasil. They lead us in spiritual matters and rule over Dunmere society as god monarchs of the Dark Elves. I serve Vivek, but honor the entire tribunal. Unfortunately, no. The Dunmer houses bow to the tribunal, but the savage Ashlanders refuse to acknowledge their divinity. The heretics never allowed themselves to be assimilated into the great houses. Instead, they hold to primitive superstitions.
I don't like the way the mountain rumbles these days. Makes me glad we're about to set sail and leave all this disaster behind us. We're headed to Sadrith Mora, if that's where you'd like to go. Just decide quick. I want to sail on the next tide. By the three, I've never seen the mountain so active. And Bardao! I swear the moonlit looks like it's about to fall from the sky. I can't wait to set sail and put dry ground behind me. I was planning on sailing to Sadrith Mora next, but I don't mind taking you to an Alliance capital. Trade is always good in the capitals. We're headed to Sadrith Mora, if that's where you'd like to go. Just decide quick. I want to sail on the next tide.
What?
Ah, it warms my scales to see you once more, my friend. I wish I could thank you for my freedom, but as you can see, it was short-lived. I see you still wear no shackles. Will you aid me once more? I know someone who needs help. In truth, you would be helping many Saxhleel, myself included. During my latest escape attempt, I met an amber beauty with eyes like summer rain. Her Lukial name is Sun in Shadow, but I call her my heart. She hatches a plan to set us free. Seek her out in Tel Naga. If I know my heart, she will be sunning herself in the light of some book. Always reading that one, always learning. If all goes to plan, she will read her books beside me in the boughs of a hist. Soon, I hope. Walk with Sithis, my friend, and mind the Telvanni. They spin lies like an elder at the yarn wheel. I ventured too far from the hist and did not heed the bird signs. Dark elf slavers spine-hooked me near Thorn. I escaped 4 times, but never for long. Eventually the Telvanni bought me, at a discount I am told. I take pride in that at least. Laws are slippery things. The Ebonheart Pact outlawed Argonian slavery, but House Telvanni refused to join the pact. In truth, I cannot imagine how they would live without slaves. The Magisters are like overstuffed crocodiles, dangerous, but lazy. I thank you for your offer, but I tire of breaking free only to be recaptured a day later. Sun in Shadow's plan will earn us a lasting freedom. If you help her, you help me. Mages mostly. Members of the so-called Great House Telvanni. One of the 4 great houses of the Dark Elves. They love using that word, great. Great at ruining lives, perhaps. Yes, and Khajiit also. You see, for a Telvanni, life is nothing but a cheap struggle for mastery and control. Mastery of their dry-skinned magics, control of their mushroom towers, and dominion over people. People like us.
Oh, dear Tywin, how I long to see you smile. Ah, love, how cruel the fates that keep me from my heart's desire and force me to lock away my true feelings. Chains bind my heart, yet it yearns to beat free. Oh, what does an outlander know about the complexities of Dunmerry love? But you're only trying to help, and maybe I do need a simpler perspective. How does an outlander convince an overbearing mother that the object of their affection is worthy? Of course not. Tywin is a slave. My mother's slave. I tried to buy her freedom, but Mother laughed at the mere suggestion that I'd be allowed to sully our reputation with a noir bride. Perhaps an outlander's offer wouldn't rouse her suspicion. I don't expect you to pay, obviously. It's just that Mother might reveal what it would take for her to release Tywin if it was anyone but me asking. Knowing that might give me some idea of how to free my love. It couldn't hurt to ask, could it? Tell her you've heard Tywin excels at finding Red Star shells. Telvanni wizards prize them, and they're very rare. Most of the locals know that Tywin is the best at finding them. Mother loves to gloat. I couldn't bear gazing upon Tywin since Mother rebuked me, but now I can't wait to see her lovely face again. I'll be down at the swamp where she hunts shells. Come find me once you've finished dealing with Mother. She'll be at our tower.
Lazy vermin. If you want to eat this week, work.
Yes, mistress.
Well, get to it. Now!
Yes, mistress. Sorry, mistress.
Pardon the mess. My slaves require another lesson concerning their work ethic, and their no-good overseer as well. I suppose I'll have to wield the lash myself today. Have my friends been gossiping about her again? You'd think there were no better topics of conversation. Yes, Tywin is my slave. She's no unshed Nyx hound, but she's still a capable harvester. What do you want to know about her? Well, I need someone who can do that too, and I already have Tywin. Seems like you're out of luck. Baseless slander! Though I do tire of these ugly rumors surrounding my son. 3 red star shells. That's the smallest offer I'll entertain. A bargain.
Oh, Tywin, where are you? What I'd give for just a glimpse. Well, did you speak to my mother? What did she say? Knowing her, it's something incredibly unreasonable. 3? 3? That's as many as Tywin manages to find in a month. And she's perfect. No. If Mother found out, she'd never let Tywin go free. Not for any price. It's an unreasonable sum. But the fact that she asked for red star shells might work in our favor. I've been training a Nyx hound to help Tywin so she can spend more time with me instead of in that vile swamp. Aside from the fetch a fly incident, Nyxie's got a solid track record. I'm certain she won't let us down. She's around here somewhere. Nyx hounds vanish when they're afraid, and Nyxie's a bit skittish. She'll head off toward the water after I call her. Look around the shorelines, and you'll probably find her digging up shells. Just go as she points. Come on, Nyxie, show yourself! There you are. Nyxie, go find star shells. Show this nice person where they are.
What are you doing? Stop! Who are you? These are given lands, you know. Take any star shells from this beach and you'll have them to reckon with. He sent you here. To what, spy on me? Defiance, I can't even find privacy out in this forsaken muck. Because this is the one place I'm permitted to go that he's too afraid to follow. Out here, I don't have to endure his constant fawning or pretend not to see him watching me out of the corner of my eye. Love! I'm a slave and he's my master, or as close as makes no difference. I wouldn't so much as smile in his direction if it didn't spare me the rod. Tell me why he has you gathering red star shells. What's he up to now? Gods, no. Fear of his mother's wrath is the only reason I can keep him at arm's length. If he's getting this bold, I have to get out of here. What Lonus wants for me isn't freedom. You really want to free me. Help me get away from these people. Faris keeps my servitude obligation hidden in a house. Steal it for me. I can forge a signature. It won't be perfect, but it should hold up well enough to get me out of Tavani lands. I don't want to be bought. I want to be free. After all Faris and Lonus have taken from me, I don't want them to profit from my release. At least let me cost them.
common criminal, I'm not impressed. I think that swit over there is a wanted criminal.
You owe a bounty. Don't even think of running. My knees aren't what they used to be. CV be praised.
What